Now, what is voice of the customer? The term voice of customer or VOC is used to describe customers' needs and their perceptions of your products or services. Once you have identified your customers and outputs from the SIPOC, now it is time to collect VOC, that is voice of customer. So you have to go to the customers and ask, how do you feel about my product? How do you like my product? Or what's your opinion about my services? There are two ways of collecting the voice of customers. One is reactive systems and another one is proactive systems. Reactive systems means information comes to you whether or not you take any action, like for example, customer complaints. And in proactive systems, you need to put effort into gathering the information. So let us take some examples of reactive systems. Reactive systems examples could be customer complaints, technical support calls, claims, credits, contested payments, product return information, problem or service hotlines, customer service calls, sales reporting, warranty claims, web page activities, etc. And these typical reactive systems generally gather data on current and former customers' issues or problems, current or former customers' unmet needs, current and former customers' interest in particular products or services. Proactive VOC systems examples include direct customer observation, interviews, focus groups, surveys, comment cards, data gathering during sales visit or calls, market research, market monitoring, and benchmarking. If you are choosing to interview a customer, then it's better to plan for an interview. How would you develop an interview guide? If you are going to conduct interviews, compile questions into an interview guide, organize your questions, write a standard introduction for all interviews to use, and test the guide before using it with actual customers. So once you have gathered the voice of customers, whichever way you are using, then you have to classify the voice of customer into needs. Some of the voices of customers could be redundant and they can be easily deleted. And after that, you can use an affinity technique to group the similar voices together or similar needs together. So an affinity diagram is a tool that organizes language data into related groups. So let us take an example of an affinity technique. So let's say for a process, I collected the data and the customers are telling me invoices must be received by 10th of month to be paid by 15th. Want to be billed monthly, that is 1st to 31st exactly. So I can club these voices together into a need, and I can say, I want bills to match our payables cycle. So that can be one group. Similarly, I can collate all the information, the similar informations into respective groups, and then I can identify the needs of the customers. Another example could be, if I take a computerized training requirements and if I go to the customers and ask, what do you need in a computerized training? So they can say that system should use appropriate delivery medium, system should use web technology, the presentation process should feel familiar, and system delivery should be of low cost. So all these things are related to system should be easy to use. So I identify one need. Similarly, I can collate all the other voices of customer and identify their needs.